Hi, and welcome to the Only Old Town podcast, the podcast that lets you know about everything going on in Old Town Scottsdale. I'm Brian.
And I'm James.
Welcome to the podcast. So first off, today we want to talk about some of the things that are going on and congratulate Tea Time over here, right here by the podcast. They're celebrating 15 years. Yesterday was their anniversary. So if you stop by and get a glass of tea or a cup of tea, say congratulations. They've been here a while too. So
yeah, they got a lot of
years.
stuff. Have you ever, they got 160 teas?
Is it that many?
Yep, 160
like
teas in there. No, 160 loose teas, and they make tea bags and all that stuff so you can take it. And they've been there, and we take them on our food tours, and they do little parties. They said they were really busy this week, so, and they always take care of us when we go in there before we
always
start our cast.
Yeah,
so
they have little tea parties and stuff with, what are the cookies?
Macarons.
Yeah. So you can go and have a little tea party.
Right. And then I did something kind of interesting this morning. It just popped up. Brian and I were both really busy, so we were kind of throwing stuff together today. We did 2 recordings this week. So I saw on our Instagram, Brian, a book club. So the Poison Pen bookstore down the road here, right off of Goldwater. Yeah, it's Goldwater on the side, Goldwater, and it would be First Avenue.
Okay.
It's a really nice brick building. But they had a cookbook book club where the people
say that 3 times fast.
It's a cookbook club. The people actually picked a cookbook and they took recipes out of it and they all made a recipe. So it was like a potluck lunch, but they all talked about how it was making the recipe and whether they thought it was a good recipe or not. And I like to cook. I'm not a very good reader. But I do like to cook, so I thought that would be an interesting one for me. So it was only like 10 minutes away from the house. So I ran on my bike. So I ran up there on my bike this morning and I got some really good cheesecake and learned about shallot tarts.
So, do they have a specific cookbook that you guys everyone picks from, or
they did this time
cookbook in general?
For this one they had one. So again, this is my first visit. I got as much information I could. But yeah, so they have one cookbook that they picked from. But in June, their theme is going to be healthy cooking, but they're leaving it up to whoever wants whatever cookbook you want it from. So it sounds like they change it up a little bit, and there's going to be this one I think is supposed to be Italian themed. I wrote it down. I have some of their information, but we'll talk about that a little bit more next week. They got a lot of stuff going on in April. They bring a lot of the people that write the books, the authors. They bring a lot of them in to talk about it. They have a lot of when they're first being published. I think there's 2 publications that are starting off in there and stuff. So
if you write a cookbook, are you always a chef?
No.
You're just a good cook.
And it was funny. The one they were doing, they were actually not. They weren't real happy with the guy's descriptions of the food. They thought some of the stuff he did was kind of heavy on the butter. They weren't real nice about some of but the food came out really good. They said they would change it. They were like if you did it by his recipe, you'd have to buy a $160 piece of salmon imported from Ireland or something. The guy said it was the most expensive cheesecake he ever made. It ended up being like $90 for everything that he put into the cheesecake.
Wow, that's fancy cookbook.
So, the other ones there was lamb stew and stuff like that. But let's talk about Carissa. Let's talk about the new shop.
Okay. Hi, Carissa.
Hello.
Want to tell us a little bit about your shop and what you're doing here in Scottsdale?
Yeah. First of all, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. It's a gallery / shop. We refer to it as a shop. We do artwork that is. First of all, it's Brian Banish does the artwork. I represent one artist, Brian, and he has painted a lot of musicians with charcoal and acrylic. And he's a graphic designer, and he creates artwork that is regional. So we focus on Arizona, the desert theme, Route 66, various iconic places and local haunts like the Rusty Spur and various places that are popular tourist places. So we offer artwork in canvas and loose print, and then we adapt it with the tourists in mind. We have merchandise that's grab and go.
So he also does artwork for this stuff also? Or is he just this artist?
It's all of it. He's very talented.
So he does all of it.
He does all of it.
So yeah, for those
He
not
does all, yeah, nobody can
those
see.
can't
But
see, but we have some about postcard size, a little larger than postcard size. We said charcoal and acrylic.
Yeah,
so
you're looking at
BBK.
miniaturized versions of his acrylic paintings
Okay.
that I don't remember right off the top of my head. I think 48 by 60 or larger was the original painting.
Okay.
And
He concentrates a lot on blues, it looks like. Yeah,
he's
blues
motivated,
artist. Yeah.
by blues music. Hence
So you got
we put
BB
that in the
King.
name.
Who else do we have over here?
yeah, so what's the name?
We have Stevie Ray Vaughan, John Lee Hooker, various other artists. Not all blues. We have some jazz. We have some other music that Rolling Stones, various ones that he enjoys and has chosen to illustrate.
Well, let's tell everybody the name of your shop, since we did kind of start about the shop. Name it. It's here.
It is called Blues, Desert, and Soul.
Okay.
And there you go.
And where is he from? Is he from?
Brian is originally from Encinitas, California.
Okay.
And he spends his time between there and Lahaina, where his mother lives, and in Durango at the first shop that he opened, which is the Blues Mountain and Soul
Okay.
gallery / shop.
Okay. And what made you think of Scottsdale?
Well, Scottsdale hit my radar because my children moved to Arizona. They moved down to Mesa, and I wanted to be closer to them. And I was managing the gallery in Durango, and thought, here's an idea. So I presented the idea of opening a second gallery that I would own, and basically, do the similar concept that we're doing in Durango, but I could have my own gallery and I could be close to my kids.
Oh, nice. So this is the second gallery. This is his second gallery only? Nice.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he does sell his merchandise out of appointed locations in Encinitas and Lahaina.
So what else is he into, or is it just art?
Well, he is a surfer. He's
Yeah,
very
I
into
thought I was wondering. You get the mountain, and you got here. I saw you have a surfboard in the shop, right?
yeah,
and a
yeah.
very nice beach cruiser. I saw too.
Yes.
Yeah, bike.
Yes.
Nice
So
bike
bikes,
cruiser, so-
Schwinn's in particular,
Okay,
another passion
yeah.
of his.
Okay.
So I did buy that bike from a friend of his in California that
Right.
restores old Schwinn's, and I promised I would take good care of it. So he sold it to me to be the little icon for our shop.
Nice.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a surfer, and in our Durango shop, we have a little corner of the gallery that is kind of dedicated as the surf corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know I've been stopping in. You got a few things in, and you were shopping yesterday. I know you're
was,
very
yeah.
happy. Everything's kind of gone through. So, what are your hours going to be, and like how to?
Well, I have 10 to 6 as my posted hours. I do intend to do extended hours, particularly through the season. So I've been showing up at 8, and I'll probably come back and hang out in the evening dinner hours
Okay.
as soon as we get open. We're doing grand opening on April 5th, Friday night from 6 to 9, and we'll have some live blues music and some food and beverage.
Okay, so that fits into our what to do next week. That kind of
There you
rolls
go.
right
Yeah,
in.
it does actually fit. I didn't know what to do next week. Go check out the opening.
There you go.
Question for you. So the merchandise, whose merchandise is that? Or is it just random stuff that you get? Or do you guys have like specific stuff that you sell that was being sold at the other shop that you're selling here?
Well, as far as
The shirts and stuff. Is that what you're talking about? The
Yeah.
caps and the
Besides
designs on the stuff.
artwork, right?
Right. So we will have hats and T-shirts. And here I'm going to carry beach towels and bags. And probably we'll get some sweatshirts, actually.
All branded with
Branded with our various designs. Yeah. Everything in the shop is going to be a design of Brian's.
Okay.
So right down to the stickers.
Very good.
Yep.
So how
I
much,
got a
how
few
much
of those.
artwork are you going to have in there available?
Quite a lot. I think my initial loose print order was 1,400 pieces.
Wow.
And
So a great selection then.
yeah, I'm going to have boy, a couple hundred canvases right out of the gate. So I won't have everything available for opening night because I've taxed my printer with a very, very large job.
Get a large order.
So so things will be rolling in from opening night and on. So you have to make a return.
So the 1400, those are, how many different prints are there? How many different designs?
That is, I've ordered about 2 each of the designs.
So about 700.
About 700, yeah. Brian is a very prolific artist. I've never encountered someone that creates as much as he does. It's incredible. So
Constantly creating, huh?
constantly creating.
So it's what is it, Gila? It's a desert soul. And this is one of his caps. It's green and kind of got like a yellowish gold. I would say gold. Artist. And they have specific colors. And I got one of your caps the other day. They're very comfortable. And you got some shirts in there. I didn't see you didn't bring any shirts, but you have some larger size stuff. And I like this type of stuff. And then you saw online too, right, Brian? Is that what?
Yeah, I was looking at some of the artwork online, so it's kind of cool. It's going to be nice to see it all in live.
Yeah.
And is that
saw
for
there was a
you too?
lot.
Is it the online Scottsdale? Is that what's going to be at your store?
Yep, everything that's going to be most everything. There are a few items that are available online that I won't carry in the store, but
Okay.
yeah, but the
A lot
majority.
of cool stickers for people that like stickers on their coffee. What is those?
Yeah, your water mug,
Yeah,
your
the water mugs
right?
and all that. Yeah, it's a big thing. I got like 3 of them filled at home now.
Yeah, we'll also carry magnets and patches. I had a gentleman come in and buy patches for his guitar strap.
Okay. And you're right behind Olive. Well, what's it? This is the herb box, right? So right behind the herb box up here. And when did you actually? I ran into you about a month ago, right?
I occupied the space February 6th.
So
I've been hanging out there working at my computer and trying to get everything to come together.
Right.
But greeting people and checking out the traffic.
Check out it's good traffic.
So yeah,
It's good traffic.
yeah. So yeah, I always try to bring people back this way on the tours and point out that there's always something to go back into the alleys when you're walking around on Fifth Avenue and down in the Art District. You know,
Check the nooks and crannies.
yeah, yeah. I always say if there's not a big trash can back there, there's usually a really cool shop or something.
That's an odd way to.
It feels but just to kind of fit when I'm actually walking through the alley with them, so they understand what I'm saying.
So, how did you initially get hooked up with the whole art shop anyway?
Well, it goes back to me going back to school to get a graphic design degree when I was 40, actually. Okay. And after I graduated, I was doing some freelance designing and just happened to know the owner of the gallery in Durango and went in, and they were just getting things rolling with the gallery, and met Brian and I offered I thought it was a great environment because Brian, not that I could do graphic design for him or with him, but I was like, oh, it's a great environment. And I like the vibe of this, love his artwork. It's very positive. It's very cheerful. It's colorful. It's very appealing. So I thought that it would just be a good environment to get into. And so
now that you've moved to Scottsdale, is he going to come out and visit your shop?
he is. Actually, I'm closer to Encinitas for him. So
Okay.
yeah, I hope to drag him out here a few times a year and have him represent at the gallery. But he will be here for opening night. So I do have I have a lot of signing for him to do while he's here.
Nice.
Well, that's good to know that he's definitely going to be here. So.
Yeah, he's going to be
Put that
here
in
and
our book, Brian. So make sure we get here for that.
yeah, and I will. I'm going to mat some of these prints and have him sign them. So I'll have artists signed loose prints that are available,
Okay.
and he's happy to scribble on anything you buy.
What night was that again?
It's Friday night. It's April 5th from 6 to 9.
Okay, make sure you guys check that out.
For sure. And then you said charcoal and acrylic. So is he working with them both on the same? No. Yeah, that's okay. So I love this one. This the BB.
Yeah, that's an acrylic.
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he has lots of great iconic musicians that beautiful work.
And then the Gilas. And what else? So a few desert scenes here, and then he does more mountain scenes up on his mountain.
Right.
Right.
The Durango shop also has the railroad, the narrow gauge railroad that
okay.
they've focused on. But this, we brought in a loose print of one of the map pieces that has Arizona map with all the highlights and little icons on it. That is actually, we've done that for the 4 states, the 4 corners.
Okay.
Also a 4 corners version of that. That has been a very popular item for sale at the Durango shop. So we anticipate it'll be very popular here as well. And actually what Brian's been putting out lately is a lot of Route 66 work. So a lot of these old hotel signs that are just super cool, retro. Been trying to capture a lot of those. You're looking at one that is here in Mesa. It's the Starlight Motel. Just a very iconic sign, but
and it's really,
does that sign still work?
I believe it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been driving around the morning pan. I think I've seen that actually recently. So, okay, cool. And how long have you been with Brian?
Well, let's see. I guess 2 years, a little over 2 years.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And we're glad you came out.
So how did he get all this Scottsdale reference stuff, or just
research?
Oh, okay. So he was out here checking things out and looking around.
And then if I come across things that I think are cool, like this.
The Rusty Spur one.
Right. Well, no, he was familiar with the Rusty Spur. So we went.
Everybody's familiar with the Rusty Spur.
Yeah.
Picture somewhere.
Yep. I had to go check that out. So he's done, actually, that's an interesting one that you bring up. So I brought in a postcard that is actually a sketch of the Rusty Spur. And that is actually how Brian starts most of his artwork. It's not particularly with his graphic design work, that he starts with a pencil drawing. And then he inks it with ink, and then he will turn it into a vector drawing and color it on Illustrator. But so it's very old school. It's very, it's time consuming, labor intensive. It's the real legit artwork.
Okay.
So for most of his artwork, it starts out just like
a pencil drawing. Well, you're looking at the inked stage right there.
Right. Wow, that's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun. I keep bugging him and telling him I want sketches. I want the. I love it. Even at the pencil stage, I would sell sketches.
Oh yeah. Yeah, wasn't it?
Anticus is.
Yeah, we were saying
like that.
We interviewed a gentleman from Anticus, Philip, and he was saying that sketches are a good collectible. You know, he works on collectibles and things like that. He says the sketches are always the really good collectibles. So
Hanna-Barbera, like Flintstones, and
this is really cool. I like this.
Yeah,
I like it when you show it too. You know, kind of it brings more to it. It's not just they can do it so easily.
Yeah, exactly. No, and I've created a little kind of a collage. This is who Brian is. I'll have it hung in the shop there. Okay. That is, just has a couple images of some of his pencil drawings, and so people can see this is a little bit of who he is and the progress of the artwork. And
okay. Anything you wanna? You good, Brian?
No, make sure you just get out there April 6th, right?
Yeah.
April 5th.
April 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come out and see you. And even before then, come down by Hat, and she's got some shirts down there. I'm going to go check out some now after this.
So, and the rest of your stuff's going to start showing up.
I'm still trying to be very positive that it's going to make it in time for the grand opening, but we'll have furniture there, and we'll have food, and we'll have music. So you might have to come back and check out the rest of the merchandise in the next few weeks. But
there you go. Slow, soft.
Exactly. Yep.
Very good. And then, so anything, why don't you tell us again where you're located, how to get a hold of you, what's, online, Absolutely. Any of that stuff, please.
Yeah. So in Old Town, we're 5th and Marshall. I'm directly behind the Herb Box, beside Berdina's coffee shop. And 10 to 6, there's my posted hours, and Blues Desert and Soul is the name of the shop, bluesdesertsoul.com. for the website, and 604-601-4067 is the phone call.
Okay.
So it's Blue Desert and Soul, but for the website, it's just Blue Desert Soul?
Blues with an S, yep.
Blues
Desert Soul, correct, without the end.
Nice.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to seeing some of his stuff.
I'm looking forward to meeting him because
Yeah.
I've already
Yep,
seen
he's
some
fun.
of his stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Very good.
I mean the bigger versions and stuff. And I've been peeking in your store every day. I've
Yeah.
been anticipating with you along. I've
Yes.
been going through
You've been
all the
keeping me-
trials.
Keeping me good company. Appreciate it. Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you very much for
Done.
having me in. I appreciate that.
So
Yeah, it was great and informative. And like I said, we'll be out there to check out the opening. So you
Awesome.
guys come out and check it out too. So are we going to go through what's going on in town now?
just a couple things. I'm going to run off 3 things this for next week. On Thursday, along with the art walk during the day in the library from 4 to 6:30, you can learn about pigment, natural pigment workshop, and that's free. And that's up in the top part of the library there.
You
down
were
at
the one
Civic
just having issues with color.
Yeah, I know.
What color is this?
Well, anyway, Fridays and Saturday nights. There's only a couple weeks left of this. The Harkins Moonlight Cinema. They actually show the movies up on the top of the mall over here at the Fashion Square Mall. On the top of the theater, they have a huge screen up there. So,
Oh, wow.
And they're older movies. It's $14.50 to get in. It's like the Big Lebowski and the Extraterrestrial this weekend. So I think they switch
Like on
it
the roof?
on the roof of the
Hold up there, probably.
well, for us, those Canadians, they don't
Right.
have-
People can handle it.
they'll be like, give me some popcorn. So, and then also you got Easter coming up. So in the park in the Civic Center Park on Sunday the 30th or Saturday the 30th,
Yeah, that's
from
Saturday.
9 to 12. It's the Bonanza.
Bonanza.
So Bonanza. So this big Easter egg hunt that they do from 9 to 12 in the morning over in the Civic Center. And go have yourself some fun this weekend. And thank you, Carissa. Thanks for choosing Scottsdale. We look forward to coming over and seeing you soon.
Awesome.
Yeah, don't forget to check us out, onlyoldtown.com. Check out the podcast. Check out the website. We have Instagram, and you can check out the podcast on YouTube
Yep.
and wherever else you get your podcasts. We do ours I got mine Spotify. Where you get yours?
I'm on Android. I'm the Android guy.
I'm on Android too.
Well,
but I
Android
use
Music,
Spotify.
Apple, Android Music, whatever the music is for, or Amazon Music is where I get it.
All right, whatever.
So
All right,
I do that. I do it there, and then I watch it after I post it up on.
Don't forget to check
YouTube.
out things at Maya. You got your Friday floats, your Saturday soaks, and enjoy your weekend in Scottsdale. And make sure to check out Blues. What is it?
Blues Desert.
Blues Desert
And Soul.
And Soul.
Yeah.
There it is.
There you go.
So we want to make sure you guys come check her out, check out her opening, and give her a little support. She's just getting started. So
Yep.
you guys have a great weekend.